Liverpool to Manchester City 0. I have never seen in any game that Manchester City look like, would I use Bolton Wanderers? No disrespect to Bolton. No disrespect, but I have never seen any game that Man City is running around, don't have ball possession, don't know what they are doing, could not even attack, do not have any shot on goal. Not even, like, I have never seen a terrible Man City like this since Pep Guardiola. In fact, the young Man City fans will be wondering what is happening because they are not used to this type of losing. Like 6 games straight, no win. They are not used to this. They'll be wondering what has happened. I'll tell you, the Gen Z of Man City, this is the real Man City that we know. This is the real Man City. So get over here, get used to it. It's happening right now. This is the Man City that we know before. And the only thing that is keeping Pep Guardiola in this job right now, because I don't think there's any coach that will go through what Pep is going now and still continue to have his job. The only thing that is keeping Pep Guardiola right now in the English Premier League, being a coach to Manchester City, is the insurance policy. What is the insurance policy? This. We saw when the Liverpool fans were singing and chanting that Pep Guardiola will be fired the next morning, and he raised up his six fingers, say, hey, I got this insurance policy and you got one. What that means, Pep Guardiola was showing Liverpool fans that he has 6 English Premier League for Manchester City, and Liverpool only have 1. So what is actually keeping Pep Guardiola in this current position, what he's have right now, is the wins, all the trophy that he has won for Manchester City. That is what is keeping Pep Guardiola. And I've never seen Pep Guardiola also running out of ideas, that he's completely out of ideas, heads down, not talking, not doing nothing, not drinking water, just sit down, eyes cold. We have never seen this happening to Manchester City. And for Liverpool, everything is just going well for Liverpool. In fact, the good players, they are fine players, are great players who were performing under Jurgen Klopp. What an Slot have done to this player is just to polish them, make them shine, do kind of like rediscovery, and tell them what I expect from you and what position I expect from you. If you look at Liverpool right now, the midfield, which was the issue with Liverpool, is completely on fire. If you look at what they're doing, look at Salah, look at Gakpo, look at Diaz, look at Nunes. In fact, Nunes is becoming so sharp. This is the guy that was not that sharp. Gakpo becoming so sharp. Szoboszlai is becoming the engine of Liverpool's midfield, and Van Dijk is getting back to the finest form after the long injury that he experienced. So right now, Liverpool is in top shape, and they are performing week in, week out. And if you look at my previous video when I did the pre-match analysis about this game, I said it very clear that if for any reason Liverpool score Man City early on in the game, that Man City cannot come back, because what Liverpool are actually doing right now is going to be very difficult to even catch up with them. And that's exactly what happened. I also said that in this game, this game we won from the dressing room. That also happened. The only place I was wrong about my prediction in this game, I said that the game would not be so intense, that it's not going to be so classical, but I was wrong about that. And I'll explain to you why I get it wrong and what actually changed. Then Pep Guardiola also tried to introduce that his trick, tried to do something different, but it didn't work, and the Slot was smarter than him. We see when Pep Guardiola played 2 central midfielders, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, right in front of the defenders. So you don't have any layers, any defensive layers in the midfield. So when he did that, what did Arne Slot did? Arne Slot kept Nunes on the bench, kept Diaz on the bench, and introduced Gakpo, who has that pace, who can run behind the defenders. And when that happened, who would track them down? Who would track Salah down? Who would track Gakpo down? Nobody, because the defensive midfield has already collapsed, because Gundogan cannot track back, Bernardo Silva cannot track back. He thought he could do that to actually capture the midfield, where Man City will hold possession, do those their long, short passes, tic-tac and actually move the ball. Then when they go further, then they distribute to Foden, then they distribute to Haaland and Savino, make those crosses, and Haaland can get it either shot or head on goal. But it didn't work at all. What Liverpool did, what Arne Slot did, and Slot outsmart him, allow Man City to try to come in, then get the ball, play around the midfield with Szoboszlai and McAllister, and they throw that long range pass to Salah or they throw to Kakpo and they run behind them. There's nobody to catch them. Each time Liverpool go on the counter, Bernardo Silva and Gundogan are always behind the ball. So they were in trouble. There's no way you can play Liverpool like that. That was very wrong. That game plan was very wrong for Pep Guardiola to introduce. But hey, Pep is kind of like running out of ideas, and these are the things that you do in a situation like this. To just try to twist things around to see if the outcome will be good, but it didn't work at all. And for the world-class player, according to the English media, the world-class player Foden, he was lost completely. This is the type of game that if you put in Bukayo Saka, he will make that difference. But this is the type of game that we expect a world-class player, Phil Foden, to actually perform, but he was nowhere to be found. I've never seen a Man City game that for the whole 30 minutes, Man City don't have any shot on goal. Man City don't have ball position. Man City is lost, running around, looking like a puppy. I cannot imagine this is happening in 2024. And if you look at the league table right now, Man City is sitting 5th position on the league table with 11 points difference behind the league leaders, behind Liverpool. That Pep go into this game knowing fully well that if I lost this game, I'll be 11 points behind Man City, Liverpool, and they couldn't get a result. It is terrible right now. That it is terrible for Man City right now, and it's good for Liverpool. Like Liverpool are flourishing, they are pushing. But the another thing, side story to this thing that actually happened today is that most fans were expecting Man City to win to slow down Liverpool. But if you are actually chasing Liverpool, you don't want Man City in there like Arsenal and Chelsea. For me, I think this is a good result for them. I know most people say that's not a good result. For me, it's a good result for them. If Man City is out of the race, so you know who you are facing. You're not struggling with Man City, you're struggling with Liverpool. So right now, Chelsea and Arsenal, they know who their problem is now. It's Liverpool, no longer Manchester City. And for me, if you ask me, if Manchester City stay in this competition, I will tell you no, they are out of the title race.